Pioneer fans, Pioneer men's varsity hockey is live and on the air. Ladies and gentlemen, we are live from the Ann Arbor Ice Cube, where it is officially the first home game for Pioneer men's hockey, as they did play in this rink earlier versus Saline, but it was a Saline home game. So officially, Pioneer has been road warriors for 6 games now. Pioneers won 4-1-1, 4 wins. 1 loss and 1 tie. Taking a look at what we have out here. It started off with a 5-1 win versus Divine Child. Then they beat Riverview. That was at the Kennedy Ice Arena. That was 5-3. They tied Saline the day before Thanksgiving in that annual rivalry that went to overtime and couldn't settle in overtime, so it stayed 3-3. They beat Grosse Ile back at Kennedy Ice Arena 6-1. They lost to Canton. That was over at the Arctic Edge of Canton last Saturday. That was a 7-3 win by the Canton Chiefs. And then this past Wednesday, they went down to Bedford at the Toledo Ice House, took care of business 6-2, getting back on the winning way. Taking a look at what happened in that game versus Bedford. Started off, Pioneer scored 2 goals in the first, so it was 2-0 at the end of 1. Both teams scored in the second, so it was 3-1 at the end of 2. Then Pioneer exploded for 3 goals in the third. 1 goal by Bedford made it a 6-2 win. Pioneer 4 for 8 on the power play, really humming with that power play special teams unit. They served 10 penalty minutes. Bedford was 1 for 5 on the power play, serving 19 penalty minutes. Your goal scorers for Pioneer: Lucas Schaefer had a goal. Tazinski had 2 goals. Roderick has 2 goals. Wilkins had a goal for 6 goals. The assists were thusly: Lucas Schaefer had an assist. Tazinski had an assist. Jackal had an assist. 2 assists for Churchill for 6 goals and 5 assists. Penalty minutes: 2 for Lucas Schaefer, 2 for Philip Schaefer, 2 for Roderick, 2 for Rominski, and 2 for Sutton for 10 penalty minutes. Cass played between the pipes, faced 13 shots, saved 11 of them in the win. Over on the other side for Bedford, their goal scorers were Knappelberger as well as Scally. Scoring. The assists were by Depew as well as Scally, so 2 goals and 2 assists. The penalty minutes: 2 to Adams, 4 to Zarnik, 2 to Knappelberger, 2 to Regilato, 7 to Scally, 2 to Stanish for 19 penalty minutes. Ingalls played only 9 minutes 7 seconds, faced 5 shots, saved 4 of them. The loss was to Nelson, who started between the pipes. Nelson played 41 minutes 53 seconds, faced 46 shots on goal. So Pioneer peppered the Bedford goalies for 51 shots on goal, and they saved, Nelson saved 41 of those in the loss. So again, that makes Pioneer 4-1-1. Taking a look at your top point leaders, top 5 point leaders for Pioneer, starts off with Jackal. He has 9 goals and 3 assists for 12 points. Number 2 is Roderick with 4 goals and 7 assists for 11 points. Tied for third is Kresge and Lucas Schaefer. Kresge has 3 goals, 5 assists for 8 points. Lucas Schaefer has 5 goals, 3 assists for 8 points. In the number 4 spot is Tidzinski, 4 goals, 3 assists for 7 points. And then number 5 is Wilkins with 1 goal and 4 assists for 5 points. It has been 2 games for Davis, 2 games for Cass. Taking a look, the save percentages have been very, very good. The goals against average, That doesn't look right. So taking a look at Davis, I'm not sure if the shots on goal are correct here. So take this save percentage for what it's worth. 53 shots on goal saved, 49 of them, 4 goals against. Playing 2 games, it would be, although it should be 6 games total. That would be a 1 goal against average. Save percentage is 925 for Cass. Again, very, very, very solid between the pipes. 29 shots on goal, 26 saves, 3 goals against for 1.5 goals against average, and 896 save percentage. So excellent work by both goaltenders there. Taking a look at Pioneer, Pioneer has 28 goals. Their opponents have 17. So Pioneer is plus 11 on goals, 33 assists for Pioneer, 23 for the opponent, so plus 10 on assists. That gives Pioneer 61 total points on the season. The opponents have 40, so plus 21 points for Pioneer. Pioneer 4 power play goals, 4 power play assists. The opponents have 1 apiece. Pioneer, these numbers don't look right. 6 penalties for 12 penalty minutes. There's more than that there. The opponents 16 for 49 penalty minutes. Taking a look at the combined goalie statistics, Pioneer has faced 82 shots on goal, saved 75 of them, 7 goals against for 1.16 goals against average, and a 914 save percentage. The opponents have faced 196 shots, saved 170 of them, 26 goals against for a 4.33 goals against average, and a 869 save percentage for the opponents. The penalty percentages I don't trust, so we won't go over those before the game. As we are counting down, we have officially about 8 minutes before Pioneer gets the ice to host crosstown rival Skyline. Skyline is 2-4 on the season. They're coming off versus a win versus Huron. That was a 7-1 win. They started off the season with the loss to Livonia Churchill. That was 3-0. They fell to Walled Lake Northern. That over at Lakeland Ice Arena. That was a 4-3 win by Walled Lake Northern. They beat West Bloomfield 5-4 over at the Arctic Coliseum. No score reported versus the Lake area game. They lost to South Lyon Unified. That was a 5-2 win by South Lyon. They lost to Lenawee. That was a team that last year was their first year coming together, and Lenawee looks like they've certainly grown a bit as a program. Lenawee won that one 7-4 over at the Arctic Coliseum. Last time I saw at least both Lenawee as well as Skyline using the Arctic Coliseum as their home rinks. Huron, they beat, as we said, 7-1. Now, for some reason, there is no information in the system about they had a roster. I'm really hoping the roster I have is correct, but they have no information in the system for who scored what goals. So I don't have any player statistics at all for Skyline. The win versus Huron, it doesn't even say when they scored or anything like that. It's just a blank sheet that just has the title and the score 7-1 at the top of it. Dom Wilson has played between the pipes. Again, this information is not correct. It only has 1 game's worth. In that 1 game, he had a fantastic 903 save percentage, facing 31 shots on goal, saving 28 of them for 3 goals against. But again, not sure. They have 5 other games that are not being put into those statistics. So we just don't have any good statistics for the team at all. Let's take a quick look, as 7 minutes up on the clock now, at some of the leagues that Pioneer is in, some of the conferences, for the Southeastern Conference Red Division, Pioneer is in second place. Saline has 5 points. They've played 4 games. They've won 2, lost 1, and tied 1. And that gives them 5 points. Pioneer has 3 points in second place. We've only played 2 games in the SEC, 1-1 and tied 1. That gives us 3 points. So in both leagues, in the SEC as well as the Metro, Pioneer doesn't have as many games played. A lot of other teams who are in just one league have played a lot more league games to this point. So hopefully that'll catch up, and Pioneer will catch up there. Skyline has 2 points. That puts them in third, tied with Huron. 5 games played, 1 win, 4 losses in the SEC. Huron has 2.5 games played, 1 win, 4 losses in the SEC. Taking a look, by the way, in the SEC, goals for Pioneer has in the SEC games 9 goals for, 5 goals against. Skyline has 16 goals for, 20 goals against. So just on the other side of that equation. Temperance Bedford is in last place in the red division. No points scored, or no points so far in the division. 5 games played, and they're 0-5. 5 goals for, 31 goals against. In the white division, by the way, Jackson and Lenawee are tied. Lenawee with both teams. Jackson has played 6 games there, 4-2 on the season. Lenawee, a surprising 4-3 on this season, so much better showing than last year. That's a growing team, and we love to see that. Chelsea has 6 points in second place. 6 games played, 3 wins, 3 losses. The new coach over there working hard with that team. Pinckney has 4 points, 6 games played, 2 wins, 4 losses. And Dexter, 2 points on 3 games played, 1 win, 2 losses over there. That's the SEC. Taking a look at the Metro. Metro West, where Pioneer resides. Again, Pioneer now down at 4th place in the Metro. Well, tied for 2nd, I guess. It's Grosse Ile and Divine Child with both 8 points, but they both have 7 games played in the Metro. Both of them, Grosse Ile and Divine Child, have 4 wins, 3 losses. Grosse Ile has 35 goals for, 23 goals against, and Divine Child has 34 goals for, 27 goals against, but they're tied for first. Tied for second, Father Gabriel Richard has 8 points. Pioneer has 8 points. Father Gabriel Richard has played 3 games, won 3 games, 19 goals for, 4 goals against. Pioneer has 6 points, again, tied for second in the Metro. They've played 3 Metro games, won 3 Metro games, 16 goals for, 5 goals against. Riverview Cabrini is in last place in the West, 3 points. They've played 5 games, won 1 game, lost 3, and tied 1. 21 goals for and 28 goals against. So Pioneer, again, in second place, just 2 points behind the leaders, Grosse Ile and Divine Child, but they've only played 3 games in the Metro, as the leaders have both played 7. So that'll work itself out. Over on the East, take a look at the east side of the Metro. Detroit Country Day and Riverview Gabriel Richard tied at the top with 10 points apiece. Detroit Country Day is 6 games played, 5 wins, 1 loss. Father Gabriel Richard, Riverview Gabriel Richard has 10 points, 6 games played, 5 wins, 1 loss as well. University Liggett has 6 points on 6 games played, 3 wins, 3 losses. Wyandotte Roosevelt has 4 points, tied with Woodhaven. 5 games played, 2 wins, 3 losses. Woodhaven has 4 points, 7 games played, 2 wins, 5 losses. And at the bottom of the Metro East is Allen Park with 2 points, 6 games played, 1 win, 5 losses. That's a little bit of the league action there. We will have our intermission scoreboard report coming up at the first intermission, where we will run through all of the scores since Pioneer last played on Wednesday in the MHSAA. Taking a look at the next game for Pioneer, well, they are here at the Ann Arbor Ice Cube, their first home game, and then on Wednesday evening they will host Huron High School. Again, both of those teams, this is their home rink, but Pioneer officially the home squad. That'll be a 7:30 game versus Huron, and that will be it until the winter break will take us through, and then Pioneer will face Saline on the 5th of the new year. So this game and one more game in this calendar year, and then everyone gets to hopefully have a wonderful holiday celebration and a good winter break, and then come back for the game versus Saline. Then the Gillick Cup starts on Saturday the 8th. So a little bit later than we've seen, but still fantastic to get to see that competition between Ann Arbor, Huron, Skyline, and Father Gabriel Richard. Currently on that Gillick Cup, Ann Arbor Cup banner over there has a beautiful, wonderful purple and white banner underneath with Pioneer. That is fantastic to see. So we'd love to keep that up there, but of course everyone involved will have something to say about that. So Pioneer will open up versus Father Gabriel Richard as they traditionally do. Again, that will be on Saturday the 8th for the Gillick Cup. Let's take a break and play some messages from the MHSAA, and then we want to talk a little bit about the sponsors before I do that. And let me pull up. So it's been a tough year, tough couple years for fundraising. So we do want to thank all the wonderful, amazing sponsors who support Pioneer Men's Hockey. If you come and pick up one of these absolutely fantastic, chock full of information programs that they have here, it has all sorts of history and everything. A wonderful read. We'll actually go over during the second intermission a couple records that are going on, most goals in a game. We'll talk about that at the second intermission. But you can see all the wonderful folks who support this team. That includes Advanced Automotive, Align Chiropractics, Ann Arbor Door System, Ann Arbor Ice Cube, Ann Arbor Running Company, Ann Arbor T-Shirt Company, Burns Park Orthodontics, DW Skate Shop, Exchange, Capital Management, Fournier PR and Consulting, Franklin Templeton, Howard Hanna Real Estate Agent Mandy Tusa, Howard Hanna Real Estate Agent The Wetzel Team, Ingersoll Rand, Jane Henderson Interiors, John Adams Mortgage Broker Jack Strip, Kindling Creative, Levy, Liberty Dental, Dr. Kristen Johnson, MDEN, Metallark Design and Build, Midwest Graphics and Awards, Miles of Golf, Real Estate One Agent Felix Rudberg, Reinhardt Realty Agent Deb Odom Stern, Ron's Garage, Shannon Norman Coattree DDS, Stadium Hardware, Steeper and Burst Orthodontics, The Floor Trader, The Total Athlete, Train, Washtenaw Dairy, and Weber's Boutique Hotel and Restaurant. Please support those folks who support the team. We appreciate it greatly. And like I said, if you make it to the game, pick up one of those fantastic programs. One of the cool little tips it has in there is it talks about all the fathers and sons and brothers who have played together inside of there. And if I flip over, if we take a look at the fathers and sons, there's only been, there's a lot of fathers and sons, but there's been a couple that have a three-person grandfather, father, and son out there, both with the last name Wilkins. Well, Armstrong started off Art as the coach in 63 to 87. Steve played in 82, and then coach from 92 to 2000. So kind of three, but not really. But the other two that actually have grandfather, father, and son, Chuck Wilkins played in 1963. Fred Wilkins played in 1994, and Tyler Wilkins playing right now in 2003. So a legacy, 3 generations playing Pioneer hockey. That's fantastic. The other one, Wilkins, is Tom Wilkins playing in 1967, Tom Jr. playing in 1991, and Matt playing in 1999. So just 2 sets of 3 generational folks playing for Pioneer, both with last name Wilkins, and we love to see that. We love to see Tyler with the team, with his father Fred and grandfather Chuck having played. Just a fantastic thing to have. And check this out, they have all the lists of brothers in here as well, which is excellent, obviously. Taking a look there, both Tom and Matt, brothers playing for the Pioneer. So, let us take a few moments, play some messages from the MHSAA, and we will be right back with the starting lineups. You're watching Pioneer Men's Hockey, brought to you by Arbor Broadcasting.
Here are 5 more good reasons for multi-sport participation. Multi-sport athletes are more coachable. They have higher athletic ceilings. They become better talent in the long run. They have higher sports IQs. Their sports skills transfer, and they are better teammates. Multi-sport participation is cross-training for life. Learn more at the MHSAA website. A message from the Michigan High School Athletic Association, promoting the value and values of educational athletics.
Nearly 2,000 of the state's top student athletes will be recognized for excelling academically and in school activities through the MHSAA's Scholar Athlete Award, underwritten by Farm Bureau Insurance. The applicants will be in the running for a total of 32 $1,000 college scholarships. Application materials are available exclusively online through the MHSAA website. A message from the Michigan High School Athletic Association promoting the value and values of educational athletics.
Where can you find good information on all kinds of topics related to the well-being of our student athletes? Check out the health and safety page of the MHSAA website. Learn about multi-sport participation, heat and hydration, cardiovascular resources, as well as insurance benefits available for our students. It's all on the health and safety page of MHSAA.com. A message from the Michigan High School Athletic Association promoting the value and values of educational athletics.
The love of the game draws us to sports, as players, coaches, spectators, and officials. For officials, it's a way to stay in the game they once played, to feel the thrill of putting on the uniform, stepping out of the playing surface, hustling to make the call, and building the relationships which can only be built in sports. If you still have that love for the game, we always need new officials. Register now at MHSAA.com. A message from the Michigan High School Athletic Association, promoting the value and values of educational athletics.
Sportsmanship has never been more important between the lines in athletics and outside those lines in our communities. To listen, to respect, to understand, to practice common decency, to have competition without contentiousness. Sportsmanlike qualities are essential components of life itself. Let's all work together to not only be good sports, but good people. A message from the Michigan High School Athletic Association promoting the value and values of educational athletics. Here are 5 good reasons for high school multi-sport participation. Fewer overuse injuries, less opportunity for emotional burnout, exposure to different kids and coaches, exposure to different roles, and learning to compete better. Being a multi-sport participant can help a kid become a more well-rounded person. Multi-sport participation is cross-training for life. Learn more at the MHSAA website. A message from the Michigan High School Athletic Association promoting the value and values of educational athletics. Have we gotten to the point where at some high school game that an official has finally had enough from coaches, players, and adults, pulls off the whistle, and offers it to you? Let's hope not. There's no way you could do a better job. It's on everyone to promote good sportsmanship. So before you blurt something out about that next close call, consider this. Without the officials, nobody wins. A message from the Michigan High School Athletic Association, promoting the value and values of educational athletics.
Health concerns in high school sports go beyond physical injuries. The mental well-being of our young people is a hotter topic than ever before. The Michigan High School Athletic Association website has resources to help adults and students recognize potential problems and deal with them in a positive way. You can learn more about these mental health resources on the Health and Safety page of the MHSAA website. A message from the MHSAA promoting the value and values of educational athletics.
We are live here at the Ann Arbor Ice Cube, where it is Pioneer hosting crosstown rival Skyline. Pioneer in their home jerseys with the dark purple, black stripe through the middle, numbers in white on the shoulders and on the back, block A's on the front, black helmets and black pants. Skyline in their predominantly gray jerseys. They have white, gray, and blue stripes across the shoulders, dark pants with a blue stripe down the side. They have the numbers in baby blue on the back and on the shoulders, and then Skyline diagonally across the front. 13 seconds coming up, counting down. I'm not sure if we're going to get an ice resurfacing before the first period or not. We'll find out shortly as the clock counts down. Roderico over talking to the officials for Pioneer. There's the whistle. We have a number of folks in here who have made the trip, and lots more space for you. If you want to come show up, we'd love to have you here. Love to see as many people cheering these teams on as possible as they play their guts out, and it's always wonderful to see a great crowd urging them on. 17 minutes up on the clock. Captain's over. Shellhaas for Skyline talking. McDaniel and Roderick over with the officials. Everyone else gathering all of the wonderful pucks, getting everything going. Skyline heads over, breaks the huddle, and goes over to their coaching staff. They're going to leave just the 5 starters over to our right. Pioneer has everyone lined up on the goal line to our left. As looks like Cass between the pipes for Pioneer. Now for the starting lineups. Nakashima starting for Skyline. Bazzani starting. Shell Haas starting for Skyline. Alprin in starting. And then the other starter is, it looks like Brady. And then Dom Wilson is the starting goaltender for Skyline. Now for Pioneer. Wilkins starting for Pioneer. Tuzinski comes out to the blue line starting forward. Roderick starting for Pioneer. Kresge, one of the starting blue liners. McDaniel, the other blue liner. Julius Cass starting in between the pipes for Pioneer. Head coach for Skyline is Matthew Myers and assistant coach Brendan Dillaway. Let's play the national anthem. Head coach for the Pioneer squad is Drew Collins, assistant coach Harrison Neiman and Jason Pischke, and manager Deb Martin. Pioneer gathered around their coaching staff. Skyline, the Eagles, gathered around. Dom Wilson over to the right. Pioneer going from left to right here in this opening period. 17 minutes up on the clock. So we get ready to review the rivalry, the battle for Ann Arbor. The first leg of it, Pioneer versus Skyline. And besides a possible game in the Gillett Cup, this is the only time that these two teams are scheduled to, nope, I'm sorry. They will play one more time besides maybe the Gillett Cup. That would be on Saturday, February 19th, that at the Arctic Coliseum. So one home game for Pioneer, one home game for Skyline. So first the two games between these two squads. Roderick in to take the face-off. On the other side is Shellhaas. As we are getting ready to go for Pioneer hockey. The puck in along the near boards of the neutral zone to the Pioneer blue line. That grabbed and sent the other way by McDaniel, trying to get it. Nakashima puts it into the far corner. That tipped right back behind Cass. Picked up, rimmed around the near boards, grabbed, held in at the near point. Now that brought the other direction. Here comes Roderick into the zone. That poked away right back into the neutral zone and sent back into the Pioneer end. Kresge picks it up back behind his own goal. Goes from the near side to the far side. Kresge launches it down the ice. That intercepted right at center ice. And Alprin sends it deep into the Pioneer zone. Kresge backhands it over to McDaniel. In along the near boards. Wilkin trying to get to it. And sent out in front and then back. Held in at the near point by Brady. Brady banks it off of the end boards. Kresge picks it up underneath the far circle of his own zone. That's sent forward. Here comes Pioneer through the neutral zone. Wilkins backhands it deep as the puck goes into the near corner of the Skyline zone. Brady pins Roderick against the boards as they're trying to lever that off of the boards, trying to poke it. Coming over, Jackal had it, now pulled back by Brady into the far corner. Brady sends it right back behind the Skyline goal. Trying to come in is Yang, trying to tie that up. Excuse me, that's Alprin back behind it into the far corner. Alprin now comes back behind the goal again. Fires it in along the far board. 0-0 is our score as Martin sends it back through the neutral zone for Pioneer. Yang has it coming in. 15:32 left to go here in the first. The puck back behind the goal, trying to peel that away is Lucas Schaefer. The puck grabbed in along the near boards as McCallion trying to get it out of the zone, and that goes up into the netting. 15:20 left to go here in the first period. 0-0 is our score. Face-off will be to Dom Wilson's left in the near face-off circle. Lucas Schaefer in to take the face-off. Yang to his right, Jackal to his left. Back behind him are Churchill and Martin. As that puck in along the near boards pulled back, Reichbark has it back behind his own goal, rims it around the far boards. Picked up by Moran. Moran slips back behind his own goal. Now rifles that all the way down the ice. That picked up right at the Pioneer blue line, spinning with it, trying to fire it in the far side as that was Maw. Pulled away. Good save by Cass. Here comes Lucas Schaefer. Lucas Schaefer over his own blue line. Comes down to the near boards of the neutral zone. Lucas Schaefer gains the zone outside the near circle. Lucas Schaefer takes it behind the goal into the far corner. That pinned. Roberts trying to pull that away as the puck saucers into the near corner. Pulled away by Reichbark coming down the near boards. The Skyline starts their rush through the neutral zone. That fired in deep by McCallion as it goes into the far corner of the Pioneer zone. As that sticked back behind by Cass. Battle for it as Kresge trying to peel that away from Reichbark. Now there's a pass. Here comes Pioneer through the neutral zone. Lucas Schaefer that's Sanborn who fires it into the far corner. That lifted all the way through the neutral zone, trying to get it to Shellhaus. They're going to say that was tipped as McDaniel grabbing it back behind his own net. McDaniel into the far corner, trying to backhand it ahead. Bazzani keeping it in. And tipped ahead by Rominski and then fired all the way down. That'll be icing, but Pioneer will get a chance to change lines. 13:57 left to go here in the first. 0-0 is our score between Skyline and Pioneer. Face-off will be Cass's left in the far face-off circle. As Roderick in to take the face-off versus Nakashima. Puck held in at the far point. Now it's loose on the far circle, trying to get to a Pioneer, trying to poke it away. Bazzani had it as that comes in along the near boards. Shellhaus puts it into the near corner of the Pioneer zone. Now Kresge picks it up back behind his own goal. Stops, comes to the near side. Kresge over the near circle. Gets a little bit of room, feeds it. That's stolen away by Bazzani. Bazzani fires it right back into the Pioneer zone. Cass sticks it into the near corner. Picked up by Kresge. Kresge backhands it in along the near boards. Here comes Pioneer. Coming ahead with it is McDaniel. He goes over center ice. That poked away. Here comes Skyline as Brady sends it the complete other direction. The puck slips back into the Pioneer zone. Kresge picks it up outside the far circle, trying to lift it ahead as Jasinski trying to get to it. As that touched someone on the bench, that will drop the puck back in the Pioneer zone. 13:10 left to go here in the first period. Face-off in the far face-off circle. That to Cass's left. As Moran in to take the face-off for Skyline. As that was Lucas Schaefer on the other side. The puck outside the near circle. Yang backhands it over the blue line. Into the neutral zone it goes. Sent ahead. Jackal trying to get to it. That comes back into the Skyline zone. As Hannah sends ahead. Now Churchill trying to pick it up and along the far boards. Rifle back in. Cass stops it. Picked up by Martin underneath the near circle. He ricochets ahead to Yang. And puck coming down the near boards. And fired ahead by Hannes. That will be icing as it was from the other side of center ice. 12:38 left to go here in the first period. Scoreless game so far. Face-off will be to Dom Wilson's left in the near face-off circle. Lucas Schaefer in to take the face-off. Jackal to his left. Yang to his right. As that puck loose and along the near boards, chipped into the neutral zone. Churchill racing back in a foot race. Bazzani gets to it first in the near corner of the Pioneer zone. Centering attempt as poke checked away by Cass. Here comes Pioneer the other direction over the blue line, racing down into the zone on the far circle. That sticked away as Jackal was coming all the way down as one of the Skyline players ended up in the net. As that was Reichbark who ended up in the net. Knocked it off of its moorings. The official will get that put back on. Both of them will move it over. 12:15 left to go here in the first. 0-0 is the score. Face-off in the far face-off circle. Shellhaas in to take the face-off versus Lucas Schaefer. Jackal to Schaefer's left. Yang to his right. They drop the puck, comes in along the far boards. Chip back into the neutral zone, bouncing puck. Steered along the near boards, trying to pull it is McDaniel. Sent the other direction. Here comes Yang, who gains the zone. Top of the near circle. Yang with a shot that just goes to the left. Picked up and along the far boards is Alprin. Alprin, back behind his own goal, sends it in along the near boards. Here comes Skyline as they feed it through the neutral zone. As Nakashima sends it deep. That knocked down as Brady trying to bring it in, and that was offsides. It was Nakashima's trying to send it deep. That was deflected back. That caused an offsides. 11:47 left to go here in the first. Face-off in the near face-off circle. Rominskian to take the face-off versus Mois. As the puck back into the Pioneer zone, that's sent ahead by Martin, picked up, coming forward. Here comes Pioneers. That puck dumped deep into the near corner. Brady trying to send it out in front. Rominski back behind his own goal. Now Sutton comes in to try and peel that away. The puck into the far corner. Sanborn trying to get to it. Here comes Skyline down the boards as they try and put it deep as Alprin poked back into the neutral zone right in front of the scorer's bench. Brady feeds it in along the near boards to Maw. Maw trying to have that poked away. Maw comes in, top of the near circle. Maw outside the near circle of the Pioneer zone. As that picked up, McCallion trying to get to it. Now that puck right at the near point in the Pioneer zone. Brought back deep by Alprin. Into the near corner. Now trying to break it. Alprin goes down, and that comes back right to the neutral zone. Ricocheted ahead. Dropped back by Maw deep into the Pioneer zone as Skyline goes for a line change. The puck in along the far boards. Roderick has his own blue line. He sends it deep into the Skyline zone as it banks in along the near boards. Bazzani picks it up back behind his own goal. Tuzinski trying to make it difficult for him to leave the zone. Here comes Shellhaas into the Pioneer zone, top of the near circle. Shellhaas firing it, then through the slide, and they put it in and scored. Skyline goal at 10:27. We'll get exactly who that was, as it looks like Alprin gets the goal, but we'll see. We'll get the announcement here in a moment. Roderick taking the face off. That comes back. Brought ahead. Here comes Shellhaas. Has it poked away. The puck at Pioneer blue line. Shellhaas gets it back. Comes into the near corner. Roderick trying to pull it away. Backhands it into the near corner. There's a shot that goes high outside the far circle. Stopped there by Skyline. Trying to fire it. Shellhaas has it in the far corner. Now that chipped ahead into the neutral zone. Here comes Pioneer as they gain the zone. Move it over to Wilkins. Shot. Oh, a save. And another save by Dom Wilson as that puck goes all the way down the boards. Bringing in Nakashima. Nakashima on the far circle. His backhanded shot went high. Picked up and along the near boards as Roderick trying to fire it ahead. That knocked down. Now brought through the neutral zone. Roderick over center ice. Roderick fires it. Saved by Dom Wilson. Banked off of the far boards by Brady. Now picked up. Skyline starts it the other direction. Knocked down. That fired in by Kresge. Try- I could not hear as trying to hear who scored that. They say Shell House on the assist, and Pioneer scores! 9:09. Pioneer answers back as Jackal puts it in. Again, we'll see if there's an assist. That at 9:09. Pioneer bringing it back, trying to take a look at the replay here. As that puck, top of the far circle, shot by Jackal, and it goes in. As face-off right at center ice comes in along the far boards. Jackal comes in, top of the far circle, that bank back through the neutral zone. As Churchill backhands it, now that pulled in and shot deep by Stauffer. Churchill picks it up underneath the near circle in his own zone, sends ahead to Yang. Yang trying to chip it out, that held in at the near point. Sent deep by Stauffer in along the end boards of the Pioneer zone. Martin rims it around outside the far circle, trying to feed it ahead. Here comes Pioneer through the neutral zone. The puck on edge, comes back. Now Nakashima sends it ahead. Shell House trying to get it. That poke away into the far corner. Great defensive play by Pioneer. The puck outside the near circle. Now coming back to it. Shell House back behind the goal. Out in front. Shot. And that one just went wide. Picking up back behind. Here comes Lucas Schaefer. Over. Sends it through. That tip. No icing as it comes into the near corner. Alprin picks it up. He was the goal scorer for Skyline. That comes back into the Pioneer zone. Kresge cross ice pass over to McDaniel. McDaniel sends ahead. The puck in along the far boards of the neutral zone. Trying to pick it up. Moore had it. Now that's pulling in. Here comes Pioneer. Sutton with it. That knocked away right back into the neutral zone. Wilkins on the assist on the Jackal goal. As that puck into the far corner picked up. Here comes Skyline the other direction as that's tipped right at the blue line but brought in along the near boards. Alprin with it. McDaniel trying to knock it away. Alprin comes in, top of the near circle. Shot. That one goes into the near corner. Whistle as a penalty upcoming to Pioneer for a cross check. As Sanborn goes in, that at 7:26. So Pioneer on the penalty kill for the next 2 minutes. Face-off is DeCassis right in the near face-off circle. Schauhaus in to take the face-off versus Roderick. The puck all the way down into the zone, trying to get to it. Tuzinski into the near corner of the Skyline zone. And pulled away, starting to head the other direction is Alprin. Alprin right back behind his own goal, feathers it down the near boards. Bazzani trying to fire it. That tip as held in as Shellhouse had it, trying to get it away from Bazzani. Now Alprin goes back underneath his own far circle of his own zone. Alprin back behind his own goal, comes along the far side, feeds it forward through the neutral zone. That tip intercepted by Churchill. Churchill backhands it deep and stopped by Dom Wilson. He feeds it out ahead for Alprin. Alprin makes it over his own blue line, coming down the far boards of the neutral zone. Alprin gains the Pioneer zone. Alprin spins with it as that puck held in at the far point, sent deep by Min into the near corner. As the puck, Bazzani holding it in at the near point. Coming back, Stevens has it. Now that high slot for Bazzani, and Cass puts it into the far corner. Good pad save. In along the near boards, that puck loose, held in at the near point, sent back into the near corner. Tipped away as the puck, high slot. There's Brady with a shot. That deflects into the netting as Jackal got a stick in front of it. 6:06 left to go here in the first. 1-1 is our score. 41 seconds left to go in the Pioneer penalty kill. As the puck faced off and along the near boards, that cleared all the way down the ice by Pioneer. As the clock's not moving, There it goes, 6:04 left to go as the puck in along the near boards, 36 seconds left to go in the penalty. Wilkins dumps it deep as it slips back behind the Skyline goal. Picking up in along the far boards, Reichbark sends it in along the near way. Wilkins trying to get to it, that fed ahead. Here comes Maw over the Pioneer blue line. Maw through the slot as that puck steered into the near corner by Kresge. Picked up by McDaniel, back behind his own goal. He's pinned against the boards. McDaniel comes underneath the near circle. That fed ahead to Wilkins. Wilkins backhands it. 8 seconds left in the Pioneer penalty kill. Wilkins comes outside the near circle. Wilkins backhands it out in front. Oh, and it goes in as it was tipped out in front. Pioneer with a short-handed goal. As that is Wilkins putting it in as he backhanded it towards the goal and it was tipped out in front. And Dom Wilson tried to get to it and it just kind of popped into the upper right-hand corner. There wasn't much he could do about that. Fluky goal, but Pioneer take the lead 2-1. As face off, Pioneer back to full strength. That puck comes into the Pioneer zone. Tipped right back into the neutral zone. Kresge feeds it the other direction. Gets it to Rominski. That's Sutton. Put deep. Puck off sides will come out into the near circle outside of the Skyline zone. Rominski in to take the face off. Nakashima on the other side. As that puck loose comes back to center ice, Kresge picks it up at his own blue line. Kresge feeds it in along the near boards to McDaniel. McDaniel rifles it in, that into the zone. Cleared away by McAlprin. McAlprin puts it into the near corner. Rominski centering attempt, that knocked down as the puck loose underneath the near circle comes off, back behind the goal. Sanborn trying to get it. Now Sutton trying to poke that away. The puck outside of the far circle. As McDaniel gets the assist on the goal shot and a save by Dom Wilson. 4:40 left to go here in the first. Pioneer 2, Skyline 1. Face-off is going to be to Dom Wilson's right in the far face-off circle. As that face-off, Moran taking it for Skyline, comes back to the blue line, held in for Pioneer. Outside the near circle, Jackal has it, backhands it, trying to get it out in front. That pulled away by McCallion, who puts it in along the far boards. Martin picks it up at his own blue line, sends it along the near boards. That feathered ahead by Churchill. Shot on goal, as that'll be covered up by Dom Wilson. 4:18 left to go here in the first period. 2-1, Pioneer with the lead. Lucas Schaefer in to take the face-off. On the other side is Moa. As that puck comes to the blue line, Martin feeds it over to Jackal on the far circle. That deflects outside the near circle. Yang sends it deep into the near corner. That pulled in along. Held in by Churchill at the near point. That's going to be offsides, delayed offsides. Pioneer has to touch up, and they do. They have fired ahead by Roberts into the far corner of the Pioneer zone. Martin trying to send it in along the far board. Centering attempt. That knocked away by Lucas Schaefer. The puck into the far corner. Jackal has it there. Jackal trying to make some moves on the far circle. Now comes over his own blue line. Jackal racing down the far boards of the neutral zone. Nifty move. Shot! And a save by Dom Wilson as Jackal came all the way into the far circle. What one rip. Dom Wilson able to cover it up and allow no rebound. 3:40 left to go here in the first period. 2-1 Pioneer with the lead. Face-off in the far face-off circle. Ronderik in to take the face-off. Schauhaus on the other side. Wilkins to the right of Ronderik. Over on the far side, I believe that's Tuzinski. Is that puck loose on the far circle, pulling it away. Wilkins puts it back to the far point. Now that's sent deep by Kresge. Shot! Saved by Dom Wilson. That comes back behind. Wilkins chasing it into the near corner, trying to center it. Bouncing puck. That comes through the slot. Nakashima sends it ahead. And that fired in deep. Saved by Cass. He sticks it in along the near boards. Wilkins picks it up there. Wilkins goes back behind his own goal, coming along the far boards, feeds it ahead. Here comes Pioneer. Over the own blue line is Tuzinski with speed. Tuzinski gains his own. Drops it over to McDaniel on the near circle. Shot! Saved by Don Wilson. And they whistle it down. The puck rebounded out, but... Is there a penalty called? No, just a little bit of a... Oh, there is a penalty. So Skyline penalty as Nakashima goes in. That at 3:05. Pioneer on the power play. Kresge has it. High slot. Moves over to McDaniel. Top of the air circle. There's a shot by Jackal. Rims all the way around. Kresge stops at the far point. Kresge feeds it outside the far circle for Roderick. Roderick rims it into the near corner for Jackal. Jackal takes a hit. Now gets it over. That back to the near point to McDaniel. McDaniel feeds Kresge on the far side. Out in front in the slot. The puck loose as now it comes into the far corner. Roderick trying to get to it first. Now Lucas Schaefer trying to poke away at it as the puck underneath the far circle. Still battling with it. Now that comes back behind the goal as Lucas Schaefer feeds that back to the near point to McDaniel. McDaniel trying to get a deflection out in front. Stopped by Kresge outside the far circle. That's sent back to Roderick, who puts it out into the slot. Now that fired all the way down the ice by Skyline. 2:11 left to go here in the first. 1 minute, 4 seconds left to go in Pioneer's first power play. Pioneer has the 2-1 lead. Shellhouse comes back to make it difficult for Pioneer to leave the zone. McDaniel fires it ahead. Here comes Pioneer over center ice. Racing down with it. Pioneer through the slot, coming in. Shot, that knocked down as into the far corner. Wilkins came all the way down. Now McDaniel has it at the near point. The puck slips out. Pioneer has to avoid the delayed offsides as they all come out and touch back up. The puck underneath the far circle, launched all the way down. Wilkins has it right in the neutral zone. Feeds it along the far boards. That pulled away by Skyline. As pulling back behind his own goal, coming along the near side, as that was Shellhouse, who sends it all the way to the Pioneer blue line. McDaniel fires it ahead. That tipped away. Here comes Shellhouse down the far boards, gains the Pioneer zone. Shellhouse comes through the high slot, now over on the near circle. Shot! Saved by Cass! Another save by Cass! As the puck underneath picked up. Here comes Wilkins the other direction, feeding ahead to Kresge at his own blue line. Back to Wilkins. Wilkins over center ice, coming down with it. That pulled in. Drop pass back to Kresge, who fires it out in front. That knocked down as Reichbart puts it back into the near corner of his own zone. Skyline back to full strength. 50 seconds left to go here in the first. Pioneer up by a goal. That puck bouncing into the Pioneer zone. Pulled. Now moving it in along the far boards. Kresge puts it into the neutral zone. Pioneer gains the zone. Coming in with it. Poked away from Lucas Schaefer. Here comes Skyline the other direction as Nakashima through the slot. That poked away. Now back in along the near boards of the neutral zone. Roberts fires it in along the far boards. That slips back, and that'll be icing. 22.3 seconds left to go here in the first. Pioneer up 2-1 here on wonderful Sunday late afternoon hockey. Face off in the far face-off circle. Rominski in for Pioneer to take the face-off. Mao on the other side. Ma has it, the puck loose, now poked into the far corner. 17 seconds left to go here in the first. Pulled back behind Ma, has it knocked away, the puck underneath the far circle. Now picked up, and Moran launches it all the way down the ice. That'll be icing. 6.6 seconds left to go. The puck will come all the way back into the Skyline zone. In our first intermission, we will have a intermission scoreboard report for the MHSAA. Is games last Wednesday through today. Lucas Schaefer in to take the face-off in the far face-off circle on the other side. That is Ma. .6 seconds left to go. Shot. That knocked down through the slot. Puck comes back to the blue line. Shot by Churchill. Couldn't make it past the defenders, and that is the end of the first. Shots on goal not put up there on the screen, but Pioneer with the 2-1 lead at the end of the first. Skyline Pioneer 2, Skyline 1. We'll step away, play a little bit of a push on, and we'll come back with our intermission scoreboard report. You're watching Pioneer Men's Hockey, brought to you by Arbor Broadcasting. Let's do our intermission scoreboard report. If we take a look at games that happened this past Wednesday, 26 games. By the way, this is high school hockey day in Michigan, as there are a lot of games today. 61 games today for high school hockey day in the state of Michigan. But looking back at Wednesday, it started off with Port Huron beating ETA Legion 5-3. Chelsea put it on Lenawee 8-4. It was Woodhaven beating Dearborn Unified 8-5. Jackson with the 1-goal win over Dexter 3-2. Midland Downs shut out Lapeer 9-0. It was Brother Rice over Port Huron Northern 5-1. 3-goal win by Livonia Churchill over Canton 5-2. It was Traverse City West shutting out Cadillac 6-0. Flint Powers shut out Bay City 8-0. It was Howell with a 1-goal win over Heartland 2-1. Matawan beat West Ottawa 3-1. It was Bay Reps shutting out Jensen 7-0. Hancock Bulldogs shut out Plainsdale Jeffers Jets 5-0. Grand Blanc beat Mount Pleasant Area Hockey 4-1. It was Tawas taking out Gladwin 6-3. It ended up in a tie between the Bay Area Thunder and the Tri-Valley Titans 4-4. Brighton with the 1-goal win over Plymouth 6-5. It was Orchard Lake St. Mary's beating Trenton 6-1. St. Clair Shores Unified shut out Farmington United 8-0. It was Troy United 10, Gibraltar Carlson 2. Rockford beat Forest Hill Central by 3 goals 5-2. It was Pioneer beating Bedford 6-2. We talked about that. And Gabriel Richard beating Allen Park 2-1. Taking a look at games on Thursday. 10 games of note, as that'll pull up on my iPad here. It was Northview shutting out East Kentwood 10-0. Kalamazoo Eagles shut out Lakeshore 7-0. White Lake Lakeland beat Walled Lake Western 4-1. It was Fenton Linden beating Mid-Michigan 4-1. M1 Griffins beat Bloomfield Hills 6-4. University Liggett topped Weinvelt Roosevelt 9-1. It was Troy United beating Oxford Avondale 8-1. Saline beat Huron 8-2. And it was Clarkston with the 1-goal win over Rochester United 3-2. 35 games that happened yesterday. Alpena doubled up Allen Park 4-2. It was Sault Ste. Marie beating Big Rapids 4-1. Chelsea doubled up Midland Dow 4-2. It was the Portage Muskies shutting out Fenton Linden 3-0. Gabriel Richard Riverview beat Flint Powers 5-3. Mid-Michigan with a 1-goal win over Jensen 4-3. It was Kenwa Hills doubling up West Ottawa 4-2. Lumen Christie shut out Hudsonville 1-0. It was Byron Center beating Granville 7-1. Sheboygan beat Mount Pleasant Area Hockey 8-2. It was Romeo topping Grosse Pointe North 9-1. Escanaba beat Reeds Buffer 5-4. It was Anchor Bay beating Oxfield Avondale 5-3. Petoskey shut out Traverse City West 2-0. It was Detroit Country Day beating Grand Rapids Catholic Central 5-2. Southline Unified put it on Lakes Area 9-1. Northview shut out Kalamazoo Eagles 2-0. It was Bay Reps with an 8-goal win over Grand Haven 9-1. Forest Hill Central beat East Grand Rapids 3-1. It was Lake Orion squeaking out a win over the FMV Griffins 5-4. Houghton shut out Utica Eisenhower 8-0. It was Hancock Bulldogs beating Rochester United 3-2. Temperance Bedford beat Sylvania Southview of Ohio 9-1. It was Davidson beating Cadillac 5-1. Okemos beat Leancrease Unified 3-1. Bay Area Thunder fell to ETA Legion 6-4. It was Capital City with the 1-goal win over Jensen 4-3. Marquette with the 2-goal win over Mona Shores 3-1. Gaylord beat Groseal 4-1. It was Forest Hills Northeastern doubling up Lowell Caledonia 4-2. Marysville beat Walled Lake Northern 2-1, and it was Birmingham United 10 and Rochester Stony Creek nothing. As I said, it is high school hockey day here in Michigan. 61 games on the schedule. So a couple already in the books today, as it looks like Livonia Franklin beat Saline 4-3. Port Huron Northern beat Plymouth 2-1. It was Flint Powers topping Grand Rapids Catholic Central 3-1. Livonia Churchill beat Grosse Pointe North 4-1. It was Riverview Gabriel Richard over Alpena 5-3. Other scores: Petoskey beat Bay City 6-1. It was Mona Shores squeaking out a win over Escanaba 4-3. Houghton shut out Rochester United 8-0. And that's all the scores that are in the system currently for today. So as we take a look and come back, let's play a few messages from the MHSAA as they're resurfacing the ice. We'll be right back for second period action. Here at the first intermission, it is Pioneer 2, Skyline 1. You're watching Pioneer Varsity, or Pioneer Men's Hockey, brought to you by Arbor Broadcasting.
Health concerns in high school sports go beyond physical injuries. The mental well-being of our young people is a hotter topic than ever before. The Michigan High School Athletic Association website has resources to help adults and students recognize potential problems and deal with them in a positive way. You can learn more about these mental health resources on the Health and Safety page of the MHSAA website. A message from the MHSAA promoting the value and values of educational athletics. Can you go anywhere and find an endeavor in society where we've come to accept and tolerate an adult, and even kids, treating another adult the way we allow spectators, coaches, and players to treat a high school game official? Can you? No one has the right to abuse game officials. So before you blurt something out about that next close call, consider this. Without the officials, nobody wins. A message from the Michigan High School Athletic Association, promoting the value and values of educational athletics.
welcome to the Ann Arbor Ice Cube. We're at the first intermission. It is Pioneer 2, Skyline 1. Taking a look at action in the first. Started off with a Skyline goal as that was scored by Alprin. Assist to Shellhouse, that at 10:27. Then it was a Pioneer goal as Jackal scored from Wilkins at 9:09. Then it was a Pioneer penalty, that cross-checking to Sanborn at 7:26. Then a Pioneer goal shorthanded as Wilkins put it in from McDaniel, that at 5:27. Skyline had a penalty. That was interference, and that was to Nakashima at 3:05. They were able to kill that off. So at the first intermission, Pioneer 2 and Skyline 1. They have the ice resurfaced, just waiting for the officials to bring out the nets. And Skyline comes out of the tunnel to our right. The officials hop in as they go and grab the nets. Pioneer comes out. Pioneer going from right to left here in this second period as Cass will skate all the way down once the goal gets put up in the far right-hand side. Good crowd here. Lots of wonderful Pioneer fans and some Skyline fans inside of here. Still have 2 more periods of hockey if you want to come down to the Ann Arbor Ice Cube. We are in the stadium arena when you come in just to the right. We would love to see as many people down here cheering on these teams as we can. As everything gets set, Pioneer gathered around their coaching staff. Skyline gathered around their coaching staff, getting last-minute instructions. 17 minutes up on the clock. The officials right in front of the scores bench, talking some things over. As the nets are set, we're getting ready to go for second period action. As Julius Cass skates down to the crease to our right. Dom Wilson skates down to our left. Face off right at center ice as Roderick in to take the face off. On the other side for Skyline is Shellhouse. That puck comes in along the near boards of the neutral zone, brought in by Roderick as he puts it back behind the Skyline goal into the near corner. Tuzinski trying to peel it off the boards. Half fired ahead. Skyline tips it into the neutral zone. Grabbed and rifled the other direction by McDaniel as that comes into the near corner of the Skyline zone. Skyline picks it up, coming around the near boards. That chipped back into the neutral zone and fired in by Kresge into the far corner. The puck and along the far boards, that's sent ahead. Grabbed right at the Pioneer blue line. Tuzinski has it right at center ice. Feeds it over to Wilkins outside the far circle. Wilkins trying to make a move. That gets tipped away all the way back and along the near boards or the far boards of the neutral zone. Sent ahead by Kresge and along the near boards. Dumped deep by Tuzinski. That puck slips into the near corner. Grabbed and sent right back behind the Skyline goal, ricocheting off the far boards, trying to hold it in McDaniel. McDaniel puts it into the far corner. Picked up back behind by Shellhouse. He gets it over to Alprin in the far corner. Alprin feeds it through the neutral zone over to Bazzani. Picked up, coming in. Here comes Shellhouse on the near circle. Oh, that's sticked away by McDaniel. Now coming down the far boards. Here comes Kresge. Kresge feeds it ahead to Jackal. Jackal, top of the far circle. There's a shot and a save by Dom Wilson. Whistle, or a holding call. That will be at 15:36 as that's Bazzani who goes into the box for Skyline. Pioneer on the power play. On the near face-off circle, Rominski in to take the face-off. And to the right of Dom Wilson. That puck loose on the near circle. Churchill has it at the near point. Churchill sends it outside the near circle. That deflected. Here comes Skyline as they ricochet it off the near boards and put all the way deep into the Pioneer zone. Martin picks it up back behind his own goal, sends it along the far boards. Now that pulled. Trying to put it ahead. Picked up. Tuzinski feeds it all the way across the ice. Coming down, Martin. And tipped by Wilkins, comes back behind the Skyline goal into the near corner. as it launched all the way down the ice. Cass will steer it on the near side of his own goal. Martin picks it up. 1 minute, 21 seconds left to go in the Pioneer power play. 14:31 left to go here in the second. Pioneer up 2-1. Wilkins has it. Back behind the goal, comes into the near corner. Wilkins feeds it over to Churchill at the near point. Churchill feeds it back to Wilkins outside the near circle. Now coming back, Wilkins, high slot, moves it over top of the far circle for Martin. Martin, oh, that put and deflected right out in front, just went wide. Into the near corner it goes, trying to get it with Stevens. Now Wilkins puts it back to the far point to Martin. Martin, high slot, shot out in front, covered up by Dom Wilson, still loose, and put in. Pioneer scores as Dom Wilson stopped it, but the puck was loose, racing in. Pioneer able to pop it in, as I believe that was Lucas Schaefer on the goal. And at 14-19, power play goal. As we'll see if we get a assist to that at the 14-19 mark. Pioneer takes the 3-1 lead. Lucas Schaefer in, taking the face off. That comes in along the near boards. Picked up by Kresge. Kresge feeding ahead. Grabbing at Jackal. Jackal gains his own. In the high slot, Jackal puts it over. That deflects into the near corner. Chipped back by Lucas Schaefer. Now comes back to the near point. Here comes Skyline as they put it into the neutral zone. There's going to be a whistle. As Bazzani, frustrated, he goes into the box. Another Skyline penalty. That at 14 minutes even. Tripping the call. Pioneer right back on the power play for the next 2 minutes. Lucas Schaefer in to take the face-off. The other side is Ma. That puck in along the near boards. Roderick trying to hold it in at the near point. That outside the near circle. Comes right back behind the Skyline goal. Rimmed all the way around the boards. Held in at the near point by Roderick. Roderick feeds it. There's McDaniel, top of the far circle. That puck loose on the far circle, comes back. Trying to make a move, Jackal. The puck in along the far boards, now lifted back into the neutral zone. As the puck gets away, Nakashima feeds it over to Shellhouse, who scores. Shellhouse from Nakashima. That's a shorthanded goal as that puck got past the Pioneer defense. And now it's 3-2. Skyline cuts into that lead. I could not hear who the assist was on the Pioneer goal by Lucas Schaefer. Face off right at center ice. Lucas Schaefer taking the face off. On the other side was Maw. That comes back into the Skyline zone. In along the near boards, trying to chip it ahead. Skyline brings it into the Pioneer zone in along the near boards. Coming in, there's a shot that deflected in along the near boards. Trying to pick it up. Kresge now back behind. Roderick has it outside the far circle. Roderick battling as that put back. Stevens knocked it away from him and put it back deep into the Pioneer zone. Stevens still making it difficult for Pioneer to get out of the zone. Pioneer on the power play. 55 seconds left to go in the Pioneer power play. 12:50 left to go here in the second. Bringing it ahead. Here comes Roderick, who gains his own. Roderick, top of the far circle. Pioneer up 3-2. Shot from the slot. One south down. They score! Pioneer with a goal! As I believe that was Lucas Schaefer grabbing it from the slot and firing it in. So Pioneer answers back with a power play goal, countering the shorthanded goal, and the fireworks have truly begun here. At the 12:39 mark, Pioneer with the 4-2 lead. And Kresge was right there. I think it was Lucas Schaefer. He skated first around the bench. That picked up and along the near boards, chipped by Sanborn, who puts it deep into the Skyline zone. Rominski chases it into the near corner. Pinned against the boards by Shellhouse. That brought back. Shellhouse has it. There is a penalty upcoming as a hooking call. That at 12:27 is Shellhaas who's going into the box. As the the penalty box refuses to open, that makes it tough as someone needs to sneak around and get the box open for him. And sometimes folks aren't all that kind. As there we go, someone hops over and open that up. There we go. Shellhaas hops into the box. Face off in the near face off circle. Pioneer back up by 2 goals, 4-2. Wilkins takes it back behind the Skyline goal as he has it outside the far circle. Wilkins ridden off the puck as that's cleared all the way down the ice by Skyline. Cass stops it right back behind his own goal. And it's picked up coming along the near boards is Martin. Martin feeds it ahead. Coming down Wilkins down the far boards. Wilkins top of the far circle in the Skyline zone. Wilkins comes back behind the goal, feeds it back to Martin at the near point. Back to Wilkins underneath the near circle. Wilkins back behind the goal, trying to fire it through the slot. That deflected, comes all the way in along the near boards. As that's chipped through the neutral zone, picked up by Churchill. Churchill rifles it the other direction, right to the Skyline blue line. Chasing it, Hannas picks it up. Bottom of the far circle, that slips back. Here comes Nakashima. Nakashima gains the zone, top of the near circle. Nakashima has that deflected away. The puck comes in. Shot off the post. Comes in. The puck still loose. Pioneer trying to fire it. And that comes loose. Oh, boy. As Wilson thought he had stopped it and it hit a post. Came back over. Here comes Lucas Schaefer into the zone. Lucas Schaefer in the slot. Shot. That outside the near circle. Lucas Schaefer trying to feed it ahead. Skyline pulls it away. Coming down on the near boards is Alprin. Alprin outside the near circle. Wide angle shot. Good save by Cass. That pulled back behind. Good defensive play by Kresge. Roderick has it poked away from him right at center ice. Alprin makes a move, comes in, fires it into the Pioneer zone. That pulled away by McDaniel. He takes a check, but not before he fires it all the way through. But that will be icing and head back into the Pioneer zone. 16 seconds left to go in the Pioneer power play. 10:42 left to go here in the second. Pioneer up 4-2 on Skyline. Face-off is going to be to Kansas left in the near face-off circle. We appreciate you joining us. Thank you for cheering for these teams. We are very, very grateful. Bazanian to take the face-off. Tuzinski on the other side. Is that puck in along the far boards coming back into the Skyline zone. Slips right back behind the goal, right back behind Dom Wilson. Pioneer has it on the near circle. Jackal with the shot. Saved by Wilson. Covers that up. 10:26 left to go here in the second. Pioneer 4, Skyline 2. Face-off is to Dom Wilson's right in the near face-off circle. Tuzinski in to take the face-off. Shellhaas on the other side. As the puck into the near corner, that pulled by Roberts, rimmed all the way around the boards. McDaniel holds it in at the far point. That comes into the near corner. Tuzinski is ridden off the puck. That pulls down. Stauffer sends it along the near boards. Roberts trying to chip away at it. Roderick chases it into the near corner. He and Roberts collide. That pulled back. Rimmed over to Banzani. Now that knocked by McDaniel into the far corner. The puck loose. Tuzinski gets it over to Jackal in along the end boards. Trying to feed it out in front. As the puck is tied up, back to the far point. McDaniel holds it in, but that intercepted as here comes Skyline. Skyline back to full strength. That fed deep into the Pioneer zone. McDaniel picks it up back behind his own goal. As McDaniel comes from the near side to the far side. The puck sent ahead. Roderick feeds it into the neutral zone. That knocked down, ricocheted off the near boards. Skyline sends it back into the Pioneer zone. McDaniel down the far boards of the neutral zone, bouncing puck. That brought in by Jackal Roderick on the far circle, went off of a defender's skate and bounces all the way back into the Pioneer zone. foot race. And moved over. Here comes Kresge over his own blue line. Quickly feeds it. And tipped by Wilkins. Goes right back behind Dom Wilson. Held in at the near point by Martin. Martin feeds it into the far corner. Chasing it, Sutton. Now picked up at the near point. Shot deflected into the near corner of the Skyline zone. Back to the near point. Martin quickly puts it over to the far point to Churchill. Churchill's shot went off of his skate. Wilkins trying to get it on that far circle. Pulled away by Skyline. Loose in the slot. Switches possessions a few times. Now Skyline banks it all the way back to the Pioneer blue line. Churchill rifles it the other direction. Lifted in along the near boards. Martin feeds it ahead. Coming in, Wilkins on the near circle. Wilkins backhands it through the slot, trying to get to it. The puck loose. Skyline clears it all the way down the ice. That'll be icing as they'll head back into the Skyline zone. 8:19 left to go here in the second period. Pioneer 4, Skyline 2. Face-off in the near face-off circle. That's Dom Wilson's right. Roderick in to take the face-off. Skyline brings in, I believe that's Alprin in to take the face-off. As the puck in along the near boards, that pulled ahead. Here comes Skyline as they fire it deep. Nakashima puts it into the far corner. Pulled back by Roderick, trying to feed it. Backhanded shot, that off the side of the Pioneer net. As the net comes off of its moorings, as Roderick collided back behind with Maw, and that poked the net off of its moorings. 8:04 left to go here in the second. 4-2, Pioneers lead. Face-off in the far face-off circle. That to Cass's right. As Maw in to take the face-off versus Roderick. The puck back behind the Pioneer goal. Coming along the near side. Here comes Kresge feeding ahead to Tuzinski. Tuzinski gains the zone, top of the near circle. That poked away. Nakashima puts it right back behind his goal, picked up by the Skyline defense. Fed in along the near boards, holding it in Roderick. Backhanded shot. That cleared by Dom Wilson in along the near boards. Kresge holds it in. He takes a shot. That deflects all the way back to the far point and slipped out of the zone. Pioneer has to touch up to avoid a delayed offside. Skyline has it in along the near boards as Alprin comes down the far boards, banks it ahead. Here comes Skyline into the Pioneer zone. Alprin has it on the far circle. Shot, saved by Cass. Still loose. Cass trying to cover it up. There, it's covered up. As Cass had it for a second, poked out of his glove, but they whistle that down. 7:15 left to go here in the second. 4-2. Pioneer with the lead. Face off to Cass's right in the far face-off circle of the Pioneer zone. Shellhaas in to take the face-off versus Lucas Schaefer. That far face-off circle. The puck loose. Shot. Cass with the save. And cleared out of harm's way. Banked ahead and along the near boards as good job by Churchill. The puck back behind the Pioneer goal. Now into the near corner. Jackal coming in, trying to pull that away. That controlled by Shellhaas. Gets it over to Alprin, who puts it into the near corner. Pioneer sends it ahead. Bouncing puck into the neutral zone. And pulled in by Yang. Yang has that poked away into the near corner. He's pinned against the boards. Try and put it back to the near point. As that puck pulled back behind by Skyline. Backhanded right back behind the goal. Shellhaas has it into the far corner. Penalty upcoming to Pioneer at 6:33. Lucas Schaefer goes in. Cross check. Pioneer will be on the penalty kill for the next 2 minutes. 6:33 left to go here in the second period. Face off is going to be to Cass's right in the far face-off circle. And Shellhaas taking that face-off, slips right back behind the Pioneer goal. McDaniel has it pinned against the boards, pulling it away. Here comes Skyline. Shellhaas has it at the near point, feeds it to the blue line, coming in, top of the near circle, spinning with it is Alprin, feeds it top of the far circle into the far corner. That lifted back to Alprin. Alprin, top of the near circle, backhands it out in front and comes back behind the Pioneer goal. Spinning with it back behind, as that is Bazzani in the far corner. Bazzani shot, saved by Cass. That comes back to the near point. Held in by Alprin, gets it back to Bazzani outside the near circle. Lifted back, Alprin poked away from him, as spinning with it, Wilkins trying to send it deep. Alprin gathers it in at his own blue line, coming down the near boards of the neutral zone. Alprin gains the zone on the near circle, goes back behind the goal. Roderick driving him wide. The puck back to the far point, shot there, knocked down, and that next shot goes right over the Pioneer goal. Bouncing puck on the near circle of the Pioneer zone. Wilkins sends it ahead. That goes all the way back deep. Icing waved off as the puck picked up. Roderick trying to pull it away. Back behind the Skyline goal. He has a pair of Skyline defenders back there with him. As that comes ahead, fed through the neutral zone, intercepted by Roderick. He feeds that as that poked off of Roberts and goes all the way back into the near corner. 5:02 left to go here in the second. Pioneer 4, Skyline 2. Jackal makes a nifty move through the slot. He's ridden off the puck as he goes back behind the goal. Roberts trying to pull it away for Skyline into the near corner. Jackal shoves it into the far corner. That puck lifted all the way back down into the Pioneer zone. That will be icing, and the clock will stop, or should stop. There we go. 7 seconds left to go in the Pioneer penalty. 4:39 left to go in the second period. 4-2, Pioneer with the lead over Skyline. Tuzinski in to take the face-off. Maw on the other side in the far face-off circle. At to Dom Wilson's left. Shot! And that's Wilson with the save as he blockers save. Tuzinski puts it into the far corner. That pulled away by Roberts underneath the far circle, feeds it into the far corner. Lifted back to Brady and along the near boards. Brady comes over center ice. Brady into the Pioneer zone, top of the far circle. That's poked away from him. Sutton trying to get it out of the zone. Brady grabs it, top of the far circle. That deflected. Here comes Pioneer racing down the near boards with it. Poked away from Churchill and launched deep by Rominski into the near corner. As Reichbart has it back behind his own goal. Pulled by Robertson along the near boards. And poked back. Pioneer trying to gain control of it. Outside the near circle it goes. Battle for it there as Moran had it. Now that comes all the way back. That will be icing. Both teams back to full strength. Pioneer 4, Skyline 2, 3:42 left to go here in the second period. Face-off will be in the near face-off circle. That to Dom Wilson's right. Roderick in to take the face-off. Schelhaas on the other side. Kresge back behind him. That puck loose on the near side of the goal through the slot. Here comes Skyline. Over their own blue line. Schelhaas gains the zone outside the far circle of the Pioneer zone. Schelhaas feeds it right out in front. That deflects back in along the near boards of the neutral zone. As Hana has it. Now that battling in along the near boards. Wilkins trying to come away with it. That puck fed ahead through the neutral zone. Here comes Wilkins with it. Top of the far circle. Wilkins feeding over to Tuzinski. Shot. Oh, that just went wide. McDaniel stops it at the far point. Feeds it over to Kresge with the one-timer. Kresge gets the rebound. Saved by Dom Wilson. As McDaniel grabs it in along the far boards. Backhands it outside the far circle. Centering attempt. Roderick trying to get to it. He's taken down. That puck loose. Top of the near circle. Pulled back by Skyline. Skyline banks it in along the far boards. Now that fed in along the near boards. Here comes Skyline over their own blue line as Hana sends it into the Pioneer zone. Nakashima, cross-ice pass, getting it over to Min. That intercepted by McDaniel as he goes back behind his own goal. 2:28 left to go. The puck into the neutral zone. Gathered in by Stevens, who has it back in his own zone. Stevens rims it around to Brady in the near corner of his own zone. Brady bringing it ahead and along the near boards. Held in by Jackal, who puts it back deep. Roderick chases it back behind. Alprin has it, backhands it outside the far circle, and that's lifted to the blue line, but not out. Jackal has it, top of the far circle. He's ridden off the puck, goes back behind the goal. The puck loose. Wilkins cycles it. back to the point, now over top of the near circle for McDaniel. McDaniel feeds it underneath the near circle to Jackal. Jackal into the near corner. Gets it back to McDaniel at the near point. That shot deflected out as Dom Wilson got a pad on it. The puck, top of the far circle, fed in. Kresge into the far corner. Kresge feeding it right through the slot. That comes outside the near circle. McDaniel trying to put it into the near corner. 1 minute, 33 seconds. Pioneers still with it. Kresge puts it into the far corner. At rimmed all the way around the boards. McDaniel will stop it at the near point. Feeding it back into the near corner as Jackal feeds it. Wilkins takes it back behind the goal, comes outside the far circle. Jackal spinning with it, trying to get loose on that far circle as Maw making it difficult for him as he comes into the near corner. That puck, top of the near circle, fed over onto the far circle for Kresge. He tips it right back behind the goal. 1 minute left to go. Jackal puts it into the near corner. Roderick trying to pull it back. Jackal with a one-timer. That one just goes high. Kresge holds it in and puts it into the far corner. Yang with it there outside the far circle. Yang backhands it right back behind the goal. And pulled all the way around, and now it slips out of the zone. McDaniel races down into his own zone to get it, back behind his own goal. Bazzani making it difficult for him, the puck in along the near boards. Here comes Kresge who gains the zone. Kresge in the slot has that poke checked away and the puck in along the far boards. Bazzani bringing it in, 23 seconds left to go. Great job by Lucas Schaefer to knock it away. Yang trying to get it out of the zone, but able to hold it in with Skyline. The puck outside the far circle, Bazzani with it there. That deflects in along the near boards, picked up and a shot by Alprint. Loose back behind the Pioneer goal, 6 seconds left to go. The puck into the near corner, lifted all the way down the ice, and that will do it for the second period. At the end of 2, it is Pioneer 4 and Skyline 2. Action in the second period. Started off, Skyline penalty, that to Bazzani for holding at 15:36. Then it was a Pioneer goal. Lucas Schaefer scored at 14:19. Then it was a Skyline tripping call to Bazzani at 14 minutes even. Shorthanded goal by Skyline as that was put in by Shellhaas as Nakashima on the assist, that at 13:31. Pioneer had a power play goal. Lucas Schaefer put it in. I believe that's his second of the game, and that was at 12:39. Then there was a Skyline penalty for hooking. Shellhaas went into the box at 12:27. Then Pioneer, Lucas Schaefer took a penalty for a cross-check at 6:33. And that's where we stand. Let's play a little push on, and we will come back and take a look at the rest of the world of sports for a intermission scoreboard report. You're watching Pioneer Men's Varsity Hockey, brought to you by Arbor Broadcasting here at the first intermission. Second intermission, excuse me. It's Pioneer 4 and Skyline 2.
Here are 5 more good reasons for multi-sport participation. Multi-sport athletes are more coachable. They have higher athletic ceilings. They become better talent in the long run. They have higher sports IQs. Their sports skills transfer, and they are better teammates. Multi-sport participation is cross-training for life. Learn more at the MHSAA website. A message from the Michigan High School Athletic Association, promoting the value and values of educational athletics.
Nearly 2,000 of the state's top student athletes will be recognized for excelling academically and in school activities through the MHSAA's Scholar Athlete Award, underwritten by Farm Bureau Insurance. The applicants will be in the running for a total of 32 $1,000 college scholarships. Application materials are available exclusively online through the MHSAA website. A message from the Michigan High School Athletic Association, promoting the value and values of educational athletics.
We're at the second intermission where it is Pioneer 4 and Skyline 2. Let's take a look back at Pioneer hockey history, looking at some of the current records that are here in the wonderful program for the Pioneer team. And the number of goals in a game tied with 6 goals in a game, which is just outstanding. Jeff Fisher scored 6 goals in a game, that in the 1973-1974 season. Brett Perry did it as well, 6 goals in a game, that in 1978 and 1979. 3 people tied with 5 goals. Dan Duffick did that in 1971-1972. Tom Helber did it in 1984-1985, and Mike Helber did it in 1987-1988. So that is your most goals in a game. When we take a look next at our next game, which will be versus here, and we'll take a look at most goals in a season, going through all the wonderful, amazing records throughout the history of Pioneer hockey. Let's take a look around the rest of the sports world with a little intermission scoreboard report. As taking a look in college hockey, couple games going on. Maine leads Union at the end of the first, 2-1. It's Army with the 1-0 lead over RIT at the end of the first. Everything else is either not reported, like Connecticut AIC, no score reported there, or starting much, much later. University of Michigan trying to get a sweep at Ohio State. They won that game yesterday at Ohio State 5-2, looking to sweep the dreaded Buckeyes this evening. That is at 8 o'clock, and I believe that is on the Big Ten Network if you wanted to watch that game. Elsewhere in sports, if we take a look at pop over and take a look at some NCAA basketball, looking at action in the Big Ten today. Illinois is hosting Arizona. Illinois has the 37-32 lead, that with 4:36 to go in the first. Final, Auburn beat Nebraska 99-68. Ohio State beat Wisconsin 73-55. Michigan State beat Penn State 80-64. Michigan hosts Minnesota at 6:30. That's in the Big Ten. Looking at the Mid-American Conference for local scores, as Eastern Michigan won in overtime, 4 overtimes. We were at that game and had to leave to come over here to set up. They were honoring George the Iceman Gervin at halftime, and they've renamed the Convocation Center the George Gervin A Game Above Center, and that is just wonderful. Nothing against the Convocation Center, but to have George Gervin's name on there, the Iceman, just wonderful. Charlie Batch was in the house. He was the Eastern quarterback when I was going there, and Lions quarterback when we had season tickets. So lots of fond memories of Charlie. It was great to see him. So Eastern Michigan, 4 overtimes, 92-88. Going on right now, other finals, Detroit beat Western Michigan 83-64. It's Buffalo topping St. John Fisher 100-58. It was Ohio University beating Stetson 55-45. In action right now with 13:07 left in the second, it's UIC leading Central Michigan at Central Michigan 52-47. Toledo at Richmond is at 6 p.m. this evening. NHL action, everything is later, starting at 7 o'clock, 8 o'clock, or later. And with the NBA, National Basketball Association, everything, one game is final. That was the Clippers beating the Magic 106-104. Everything else starts at 7 o'clock, 8 o'clock, or 8:30 this evening. So lots of sports action on the first day without a lot of college football. Of course, one game going on in college football, that is Army-Navy. That is in the fourth. The Midshipmen have the 1-point lead, 14-13, with 7:01 left to go in the fourth. So if you're watching that and watching a little Pioneer hockey as well, we appreciate that. Thank you for supporting these teams wherever you are at. If you do want to reach out to us, it's arborbroadcasting@gmail.com. arborbroadcasting@gmail.com. I do my best to check it on breaks. I can't always keep an eye on it, trying to twist the knobs and call the game all at the same time. But I do try and keep an eye on it out there, and we appreciate all of you wonderful, amazing folks out there. Thank you so very, very much. We don't have much time before the winter break. Again, one game happening for Pioneer Hockey this week coming up. That is going to be Wednesday, 7:30 here at the Ann Arbor Ice Cube. As the other side of the Ann Arbor Battle for Ann Arbor, Pioneer will host Huron High School. And then taking a look at the rest, I can pull up, let me pull back here and see if I can get the full, where is it? There it is, our weekly schedule, taking a look at what's going on for Pioneer. On the 13th, there's just bowling going on that is going to be at Maplewood Lanes versus Saline. We will have on Tuesday, December 14th, for the first time men's basketball. We'll have the junior varsity game versus Saline at 5:30 from the Pioneer main gym. Then 7 o'clock, the boys varsity game versus Saline. As the ladies play at Saline, they'll be on the NFHS system. 5:30 for the junior varsity, 7 o'clock for the varsity. We won't be able to have the boys freshman basketball. That'll be at 4 o'clock. I just can't get out of my J job soon enough. As we said, on Wednesday, we will have that men's varsity hockey game versus Huron here from the Ice Cube at 7:30. On Tuesday, there's some swimming and diving at Saline and synchronized swimming. That is going to be a figures meet at Pioneer. Then on Friday, December 17th, we will have the women's junior varsity basketball, 5:30 versus Monroe, and the girls varsity basketball versus Monroe at 7 o'clock. The men are away at Monroe. So we're trying to do the home game since there's limited attendance there. So we're trying to make sure we broadcast those. But if you do want to go out to Monroe and check out the men's games, freshmen play at 4:30, 5:30 for junior varsity versus Monroe, and 7 o'clock for varsity. So we'll have the ladies' games there. So not really a light week, but we'll have 2 games on Tuesday, a game on Wednesday, and 2 games on Friday for you this upcoming week as things start to wind down for the winter break. 70 minutes here up on the clock. The ice has been resurfaced. Let's play a quick message from the MHSAA as the teams are waiting to come out. You're watching Pioneer Men's Varsity Hockey, brought to you by Arbor Broadcasting here at the second intermission. It's Pioneer 4, Skyline 2.
Where can you find good information on all kinds of topics related to the well-being of our student athletes? Check out the health and safety page of the MHSAA website. Learn about multi-sport participation, heat and hydration, cardiovascular resources, as well as insurance benefits available for our students. It's all on the health and safety page of MHSAA.com. A message from the Michigan High School Athletic Association promoting the value and values of educational athletics.
17 minutes up on the clock, getting ready to go here for this third period action. Pioneer, the 4-2 lead over Skyline. In to take the face off. Roderick for Pioneer. Shelhaas on the other side for Skyline. Bouncing puck right, center ice. Wilkins gathers it in. Wilkins gains the zone into the slide. Wilkins comes in. Backhanded shot. And he scored! No, goal waved off. Goal waved off. As the official waved off the goal. Sure they'll come over and talk to the scorer's bench about that. As they put it back to 4-2. And they're gonna drop it. The official talks over with Coach Collins, and they'll bring it over on the near side. Looks like there was an offside. 6:50 left to go here in the third. Faceoff will be outside of the Skyline zone in the near faceoff circle. Roderick in to take the faceoff. Maw on the other side. As the puck drops, tipped in, here comes Wilkins. As that puck fired and now lifted all the way back in by McDaniel. The puck into the far corner. As tipped, now picked up. Wilkins outside the far circle. Wilkins sends it right back in along the end boards. Tuzinski has it poked away. Battle for it by Alprin. That lifted back to the far point. Shot from there. Deflects off the end boards. Outside the near circle. Picked up by Maw, who sends all the way back into the neutral zone. Rifle back in by McDaniel as the puck spinning into the slot. Fires that right ahead. Grabbed by Skyline as they feed it ahead. Trying to get it over to Stevens, but that will be icing and head all the way back into the Skyline zone. 16-12 left to go here in the third. Pioneer 4, Skyline 2. Faceoff will be back in the Skyline zone. As that will be to the right of Dom Wilson. Lucas Schaefer in to take the faceoff. Shellhaas on the other side. That puck into the far corner. Gathered by Skyline as they bank it off the near boards, coming in along into the neutral zone. Held in at the near point. Yang puts it into the near corner. That pulled by Reichbart as he banks it off the far boards. Coming ahead, here comes Shellhaas down the neutral zone. And put into the Pioneer zone. Trying to tip it away is Churchill in the far corner. Now here comes Pioneer over their own blue line. Pioneer gains the zone. Top of the far circle shot. Yang chases it outside the near circle. The puck back to the near point. That fired in deep by Martin. Martin trying to chip it. As that puck slips back into the neutral zone. Churchill feeds it in along the far boards. And pulled away. Here comes Nakashima. Nakashima feeds it back in along the near boards to Reichbart. Reichbart cross ice pass. Skyline coming down over center. There's a whistle. That's going to go back into the Skyline zone in the near face-off circle. As into the box goes Stauffer for a Skyline penalty at 15:22. Pioneer on the power play. They have the 2-goal lead. Face-off in the near face-off circle. That to Don Wilson's left. Battle for it into the near corner. Lucas Schaefer feeds it back to the near point to McDaniel. He sends it over and along the far boards to Roderick at the far point. Roderick over to Jackal, who fires it in. Jackal with the score at 15:09. Power play goal. As that was fed from the far point from Roderick, should get the assist. That at 15:09. For the Pioneer goal. We'll see if there's a third assist on that. But Jackal from Roderick, as Roderick fired it from the far point over on the near circle. Jackal with a one-timer. That awful hard for Don Wilson to track. And Pioneer has the 5-2 lead here at 15:09. Face off right center ice. Maw sends it back in along the near boards. That's picked up by Brady. Brady underneath the near circle feeds it ahead right to his own blue line, coming in along the near boards. As sent ahead by Moran, coming in, shot by Maw. That goes back behind the Pioneer goal. Chipped away, still loose, back behind the goal. Now trying to pull it into the near corner. Pioneer coming ahead. McDaniel sends it into the neutral zone. That knocked down, grabbed, and that will be a whistle. .42 left to go here in the third. 5-2. Pioneer with the lead. Face off in the near face off circle. Shellhaas in to take the face off. Rominski on the other side. The puck gathered in. Coming ahead. Nakashima sends it over to Bazzani. Bazzani, top of the far circle. The puck slips into the far corner. Trying to pull it back. So McDaniel gets an assist as well, as Pioneer has it back behind their own goal. McDaniel, the second assist on the goal, coming ahead. That will be icing as Sutton just couldn't get to it. They'll pull it all the way back into the Pioneer zone. 14-14 left to go. Here in the third. Pioneer up 5-2. Pioneer trying to beat their crosstown rivals for the first of 2 games this season. They'll face the other crosstown rival, Huron, on Wednesday, trying to win the Battle of Ann Arbor. That puck in along the near board. Sutton trying to get to it. That sweeps right back behind Cass into the far boards. Churchill backhands it all the way down the ice. And that'll be icing. Heading back into the Pioneer zone. 14:03 left to go. Face-off again will be in the far face-off circle. That to Cass's left. Roderick in to take the face-off versus Nakashima. That puck loose, shot, Cass with the save. As that deflects in along the near boards into the neutral zone. Pulling it back is Roberts. Sent ahead, that tip by Bazzani into the near corner. Martin picks it up there. Martin feeds it into the far corner. Pioneer starting the rush. As that slipped past, and again that will be icing and head back into the Pioneer zone. 13:41 left to go here in the third. Pioneer with the 3-goal lead, 5-2. Face-off will be to Cass's left in the far face-off circle. Roderick in to take the face-off. McDaniel to his left. Tazinski to his right. Ma now across the way from him. As that puck lifted into the slot, controlled by Skyline, fired into the near corner. Chipped over to Wilkins. Wilkins has it outside the near circle. Feeding it ahead. Alprin has it. Shot. That just goes wide. Kresge pulls it back in along the end boards. That fed through the slot. Held in at the near point. Now it's out. Skyline has to touch back up to avoid a delayed offsides. They dump it deep. Kresge has it underneath the near circle of his own zone. Goes back behind his own goal. The puck into the far corner. Skyline trying to control back there. Tazinski pulls it away. Held in. Saved by Cass. 13:02 left to go here in the third period. Face-off in the far face-off circle. That to Cass's left. Nakashima puts it into the far corner for Shellhaus. That deflects. Here comes Pioneers. They feed it ahead. Coming down is Yang outside the near circle. Yang into the near corner. Yang has Alprin poke that away. Lucas Schaefer trying to pull it. As the puck in along the boards, Brady gets it over to Shellhaus. Now Bazzani trying to pull that. As that's put deep by Jackal. Lucas Schaefer pinned against the boards. As Skyline pulls it away. That slips back into the neutral zone. Martin chasing it. Now that picked up into the near corner. Fed ahead, launching it into the neutral zone. Spinning with it. Here comes Jackal. Knocked away by Shellhaus. Poked the other direction by Yang. Collected right at the near circle. Sent ahead to Shellhaus, who fires it into the neutral zone. Nakashima has it. Top of the near circle. Shot. Saved by Cass into the near corner. Trying to tip it away. Battle for it in the near corner of the Pioneer zone. Moore with a shot. Blocker save by Cass. Outside the far circle. Now trying to chip it away. As that's sent back deep by Ma into the near corner. Grabbed by Martin underneath the near circle. Martin sends it ahead. Grabbed by Yang. Yang has that knocked away. Brady fires it ahead. Intercepted but pulled down by Moran. Moran has it poked away but gets it back. Near circle shot. That back behind the Pioneer goal. Loose. Wide angle shot. That deflects outside the near circle now. Back to the near point. Alprin with it. That shot goes wide. All the way back to the near point. Brady holds it in. Poked up high in the air. Bouncing puck underneath the far circle. Stick by Cass into the far corner. Trying to pull it ahead. Churchill. That knocked and rifled all the way down. Bouncing puck that spins. Slips past the goal line. And that will be icing and head back into the Pioneer zone. $11:10 left to go here in the third. 5-2. Pioneer with the lead. Face-off in the far face-off circle. As that puck back in along the far boards into the far corner. That tipped. Slipped back into the neutral zone. Skyline resets right at their own blue line as Roberts feeds it over ahead. Shellhaas trying to get to it. That gathered in right at the Pioneer blue line. Kresge fires it ahead. Rominski sends it. Here comes Pioneer as Sanborn with the shot. Saved by Dom Wilson. 10:47 left to go here in the third. 5-2. Pioneer with the lead. Face-off in the far face-off circle. Maw in to take the face-off. Rominski on the other side. That puck loose. Now shot. Saved by Dom Wilson. Loose on the far circle. Stick back in along the end boards. Into the far corner. Held in by Kresge. That bounces off the end boards. It slips into the neutral zone. Headed the other direction. And it's trying to knock it down. Maw has it. In along the boards. Now that fire back deep. Back behind the goal. Puck loose. Fired by Reichbart outside the far circle. There's a shot by Jackal and he scores. Jackal with his third goal of the game. That is a hat trick for Jackal at 10-14. As it was just a wicked shot. I believe Dom Wilson might have been screened. Tough for him to handle. That makes it 6-2 Pioneer. Same goal lead that they had against Bedford as that puck right at the blue line. Fed ahead. Chasing it. Into the near corner goes Friedman. Friedman trying to pull it away. As that pull back. Now outside the near circle. Trying to get it back to Brady at the near point. That comes into the near corner. Cross ice pass. Ricochets off the end boards and goes all the way back. That'll be icing. And back into the Pioneer zone. 9:50 left to go here in the third. 6-2. Pioneer with the lead. Face off in the near face off circle. That to Cass's right. Roderick in to take the face-off. Shellhaas on the other side. They've been battling all day long in that face-off circle. Here comes Pioneer with it. Over the blue line, racing down is Wilkins, top of the near circle. Wilkins, and that's a save by Dom Wilson. As Wilkins had a wicked shot, Dom Wilson able to get in front of it. Save that goal. 9:42 left to go. Here in the third, 6-2 Pioneer with the lead. Roderick in to take the face-off. Maw on the other side. That puck back to the near point. Held in by Churchill underneath the near circle. Centering attempt, that sticked away. Loose on the near side. As Jasinski trying to get to that. As that pulled in along the near boards. Kresge on the assist. On the goal, the puck back behind. Wilkins has it underneath the far circle. Wilkins trying to get it back to the far point. That lifted. Here comes Skyline feeding it ahead. Trying to get to Bazzani. Pulled away by Pioneer. 9:13 left to go. Pioneer has it. Top of the near circle. Spinning with it is Wilkins into the near corner. Wilkins outside the near circle. Cross ice pass. That picked up by Bazzani. Bazzani over his own blue line. Bazzani trying to get it to Nakashima. The puck into the near corner. Grabbed by Churchill. Churchill sweeps it into the far corner. Coming ahead with it. That loose. And popped all the way back. Grabbing it, Roderick, that off the side of the net. Here comes Skyline the other direction. As they pull it over center ice. Coming down with it, Alprin. Alprin outside the near circle, into the near corner. That back. As it comes in along the near boards. Yang trying to get to it. As slips, poked. In along the near boards. Nakashima had it. Now here comes Pioneers. They feed it ahead. Yang down the near boards, gains the zone. Yang has that poked away, trying to get it back in the slot. Poked back to Jackal with a shot that just goes wide. The puck outside the near circle. Alprin trying to get it away. Kresge trying to pick it up. Loose as Lucas Schaefer fires it back behind the goal. That in along the near boards. Skyline trying to sweep it ahead as Alprin held in. Lucas Schaefer with the shot. That deflected out in front. Held in by Kresge outside the far circle. Another shot. That deflected off of the post and up into the netting. 7:48 left to go here in the third. 6-2 is the lead for Pioneer in the third period. Face off in the far face-off circle. As in to take the face-off, Muzz Moran drops back. Skyline with it in the near corner. Trying to pull away with it. Now comes outside the near circle. Skyline still chipping away at it as that's sent by Stevens underneath the far circle. Spinning with it, coming ahead. That fed in along the near boards. Lifted back deep by Stevens, back behind the Pioneer goal. And ricochets in along the far boards, held in by Maw. Maw with a shot. That one just goes high. Outside the near circle it goes. Into the near corner. Pioneer rims it all the way around. Jackal trying to chip it out. That held in. Centering attempt trying to get to Maw. Maw with the shot. Cass got a piece of it and put it up into the netting. 7:05 left to go. Great shot attempt by Maw. 6-2. Pioneer with the lead. As trying to get the puck to the official through the netting, and that is not easy. They'll just get another puck from the scorer bench. Face off in the near face-off circle. That is to Cass's right. As the puck loose, back behind, picked up by Martin. Martin rims it around and along the far boards. Here comes Pioneer firing it ahead as Rominski trying to get to it. Chelhaas at it. Now Rominski pulls it into the zone. Top of the near circle. That deflects. Dom Wilson steers it into the near corner. Now comes back. Chipped and by Chelhaas. That comes outside the far circle for Bazzani. Bazzani trying to fire it all the way down. That caught someone on the bench. And they'll redrop that in the Skyline zone. 6:41 left to go. Face off in the far face off circle. As that puck loose, bouncing puck in the slot, pulled away. Alprin sends it deep. Martin has it at his own blue line, moves it over to Churchill over center ice. Churchill gains his own high slot, shot that goes high off the back of the net. Stuck there trying to pull it off as the puck back to Rominski at the far point. That rims all the way into the near corner. Trying to pull it away as Sutton. Sutton in outside the near circle. Churchill sends it for a ride. Rominski stops it at the far point. That brought back out into the neutral zone as Nakashima goes on a quick line change. That puck lofted all the way down the ice. That'll be icing. 5:58 left to go. Face off in the far face off circle. That to the right of Dom Wilson. Roderick versus Maw. And puck controlled by Skyline. As Stauffer has it, he banks it off the near boards into the Pioneer zone. Jasinski has it on the near circle. Ricochets it ahead into the neutral zone. Roderick feeds it ahead. Here comes Wilkins outside the near circle. Wilkins collided with the official. That brought back into the neutral zone. Kresge fires it right back in. Bouncing puck in along the end boards. That picked up by Reichbart. Reichbart starts the Skyline rush the other direction over his own blue line. Reichbart coming down the far boards, dumps it in. That knocked down by Lucas Schaefer, sent back as it slips into the Skyline zone. Reichbart has it in the far corner, lifting it on edge into the neutral zone. And pulled away. Kresge puts it in along the near boards. Lifted all the way back by Stevens. Kresge chases it into the far corner of his own zone. Backhands it over to Roderick underneath the near circle. Roderick coming with it. And fired ahead. Pulled over center ice. Here comes Pioneer with it. Jasinski right in the slot. And sticked away, headed the other direction. Here comes Skyline over center ice. Bringing it down as that poked in along the near boards. Lifted ahead. The puck Loose. Brady has it back behind his own goal, going from the near side to the far side. Brady over his own blue line, coming down the far boards of the neutral zone. Brady gains the zone. Brady, shot, cast the save. As Churchill has it on the far circle, that pulled back into the neutral zone. Here comes Pioneer with it. Jackal into the slot. Jackal, who has a hat trick, that covered up by Dom Wilson. 4:21 left to go here in the third. Afternoon hockey at the Ann Arbor Ice Cube. Two Ann Arbor squads battling it out. Pioneer with the 4-goal lead. 4:21 left to go. Lucas Schaefer in to take the face-off versus Shellhaus. Back comes Tazinski, fires it deep into the near corner. Yang trying to get it. That into the far corner for Brady. Brady lifts it all the way back, trying to get it to Nakashima. That pulled away by Yang. Sent ahead. Here comes Lucas Schaefer, top of the near circle. Poke checked away by Skyline. The puck in along the near boards. Skyline trying to feed it out of the zone. That's held in. Now Alprin sends it ahead. Coming down is Min. Min gains the zone. Min outside the far circle. That goes off. And there's a shot. Cass with the save. The puck in along the near boards. Pioneer trying to pull it out of the zone. That fired ahead. Lucas Schaefer. As that comes into the near corner. Shellhaus firing it. Crossing pattern. Here comes Pioneer down the far boards. Pioneer gains the zone. And steered into the far corner. Poked off. Now fed over to Jackal underneath the near circle. That shot just goes wide. All the way back to the Pioneer blue line. As Kresge has it there. That deflects along the near boards. Heavy hit. Right, and as Jackal and Alprin collide, there's a shot and a score by Jackal. He has his 4th goal of the game. And at 3:12, that makes it Pioneers 7, Skyline 2. Face off right at center ice. Rominski in to take the face off. And Stevens on the other side. Pioneer with the 5-goal lead. 3:12 left to go. The puck pulled ahead. Rominski chasing it. That knocked the other direction. Tipped by Sanborn. Now knocked the other way by Skyline. Skyline feeding it ahead. The puck loose at center ice. Fed over to Maw. Maw top of the near circle. That shot goes up into the netting. 2 minutes, 56 seconds left to go. Face off in the far face off circle. Nope, they'll move it into the near face off circle. Rominski in to take the face off. Maw on the other side for Skyline. That to Cass is right in the near face off circle. Pioneer pulls it away. That fed into the neutral zone. Lucas Schaefer gets over, Sutton gets over to Sanborn. Into the far corner. Sanborn pokes it into the near corner. Lucas Schaefer picks up the assist on Jackal's 4th goal of the game. And puck lifted back. Again, the record is 6 goals in the game. And poked in along the near boards. Sent ahead. Coming with it. Skyline trying to poke it ahead. Sutton trying to get to it. The puck loose. Pulled in by Tazinski. Top of the near circle. Tazinski feeds it over on the far side to Sutton. Great save by Dom Wilson out in front. That pulled away. Here comes Skyline as the puck in along the near boards. As there's a whistle. And Philip Schaefer going off for a tripping. At 2:05. Pioneer on the penalty kill. There's a timeout. We'll take it with them. Let's play a little push on. play opportunity for Skyline as they just want to get something going. As Skyline's last goal, they had a goal to open up, scoring that at 10:27 in the first. Then they had a score with 13:31 left in the second. Skyline wanting to take advantage of this power play. Try and chip into the Pioneer lead, just get something positive going that they can bring into their next game. As Skyline will play Temperance Bedford that on Tuesday. The puck back behind the Pioneer goal. Pioneer trying to close out strong as Alprin has it, top of the near circle. Now into the slot, bouncing puck in along the far boards. As Nakashima puts it into the far corner. Kresge trying to get to it. That puck pinned against the far boards. Now that lifted back. Alprin with the shot saved by Cass. 1 minute, 38 seconds left to go. And we'll be on the air Tuesday with Pioneer men's basketball JV at 5:30, varsity at 7 o'clock. Wednesday, we'll have Pioneer men's hockey versus Huron. And Friday, we'll have women's hockey live from the main gym at Pioneer this week. Lifted all the way down, skittering puck, that cleared. And it's chasing it. Alprin has it, trying to get away from Wilkins. 1 minute, 28 seconds left to go. Coming down over center ice, as that's a shot. Cass with the save, covering it up. 1 minute, 22 seconds left to go. I want to thank my cameraman, James Wiseman, for all of his hard work as I drag him all over the place to different games. Nakashima on the far face-off, circle forward, Skyline, that comes into the slot. High point, Bazzani has it, high slot, fires it over on the far circle, that lifted back. One-timer by Alprin, saved by Cass, and they shoot and score. 1 minute, 10 seconds left. Skyline gets a goal as it's a power play goal at 1:10. Stevens on the goal. We'll see if there's an assist. Again, Skyline trying to get some good things going here, heading into their game versus Temperance Bedford. Pioneer trying to keep the pedal to the metal and close out strong with Huron before the winter break. The puck into the slot in the Skyline zone. Pulled, Moran has it in along the far boards. Loose, trying to get to it. Stevens tried it. That pulled back away by Wilkins. Wilkins feeds it in along the far boards. As Alprin with the assist. The puck comes right back behind the Skyline goal. 46 seconds left to go. Spinning with it, Roberts feeds it into the far corner, then gets it back. In along the near boards, Roberts feeds it, trying to get it out of the zone. That pinned. As Szynski trying to get to it. Now that lifted back. Loose. Right at the blue line. Pulling it ahead is Maw. Maw sends a cross-ice pass. Trying to pull that away is Moran. That lifted into the Skyline zone. 20 seconds left to go. Whistle blown. Skyline penalty as that is Moran into the box. That is a roughing call. At 19.6 seconds left to go. Pioneer 7, Skyline 3. Face-off in the near face-off circle. Sanborn taking the face-off. And back behind the goal, pulling it away. Launching it down, that knockdown. Here comes Pioneer with it. Friedman brings it into the zone. Sanborn comes into the near corner. 6 seconds left to go. Friedman with the shot, that deflected. Here comes a breakaway. Nakashima has it into the slot, and the game ends right before the goal as Nakashima on a great breakaway. But the buzzer sounds. Pioneer wins 7-3. As in that third period, it was a Skyline penalty. That one was to Stouffer at 15:22. Then it was a Pioneer goal on the power play. Jackal scored. That was from Roderick and McDaniel at 15:09. Then was a Pioneer goal. Jackal again, this time from Kresge at 10:14. Then a Pioneer goal. Jackal getting the hat trick plus one. Lucas Schaefer on the assist at 3:12. Pioneer took a penalty, Philip Schaefer, for tripping at 2:05. Then it was a Skyline power play goal as Stevens put it in, that from Alprim at 1:10. Skyline took a penalty, that for roughing, at 19.6 seconds left. We'll be back on the air Tuesday with Pioneer men's basketball, JV at 5:30, varsity at 7 o'clock. Pioneer men's hockey will be back in action on Wednesday. Thank you so much for your support of both of these teams. Best tradition, all of sports, post-game handshake. Love to see it. Thank you and have a wonderful rest of the weekend.